What's up everyone, Andrew Baena here, and on today's video, I asked all my friends over here at Jam House what the first guitar riff they ever learned was. Now, if you're like me, you always remember your first. I'm talking about your first riff, of course. What was I gonna say? That totally derailed my thought process. So in this video, we're gonna take a look at the first riff that all of my friends learned on their guitars. There is a wide array of different musical styles in this video, so it's really fun to see who learned what and what got them started on their guitar journey. With that being said, let's get on to the riffs.
Oh, first ever. Yes, that would be this song from POD called Messenger off the Satellite record. Oh man, let's see. Something like that, but I know it starts with that. That was the first ever. A close second would be the that Styx song that's like I think it's like Miss America or something.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but I definitely know that it was something within the realm of like Black Sabbath, AC/DC. So the first like riff I remember learning that wasn't just like, you know, like some Green Day, like, you know, 5-chord stuff was Hell's Bells. I just thought it sounded mean, and I still think it sounds pretty mean. So I'll just play it because it's a fun one. Just badass. It's classic. It's fun to play. I'm pretty sure that was the first one I learned. It's got to be up there.
Before we get on to the next riff, I have to give a massive thank you to the sponsor of this video, Sweetwater. The video that you're watching right now was shot using 2 Sony FX30 cameras, and all the riffs were recorded using a Universal Audio Volt 276 interface, which Sweetwater kindly sent over to me. So if you're interested in making your own videos, be sure to go check out Sweetwater. There's a link in the description and the pinned comment below to buy this gear or anything else you can think of. With that being said, let's get on with some more riffs.
It's a very simple and slow power chord riff, and it's You Against You by Slayer from the album Repentless, which is a horrible album, but it's like it's what got me into heavy music. I wouldn't be here without that album, and the riff goes like this. That's it.
So the first guitar riff I ever learned was Breaking the Law by Judas Priest. I mean, it's easy and simple. Something like that.
Okay, so like I mentioned in my last video, I once again forgot to film myself at Jam House, so I'm doing it right here in my basement studio. I legitimately cannot remember which of these 2 guitar riffs was the first one I ever learned, so I'm going to play both because I think I learned them both basically on the same day. I have to give a massive thank you to my unfortunately deceased friend Ryan Ulaticulum, because he taught me these 2 riffs in his bedroom when we were 13 years old. It was my first time ever playing guitar on his guitar, and it totally changed my life, and I don't know where I would be today if he hadn't shown me the song. So, emotions aside, let's play them. So the first one is the breakdown in Aerials by System of a Down. Yes, that's right, I started in drop C immediately, and it sounds like this. So So it was either that riff or A Place for My Head by Linkin Park. I can't remember which one it was, but that one also sounds like this. One of those two. As you can tell, I started tuning low and playing power chords immediately and never grew up, and I still do that.
My parents introduced me to my favorite band of all time to this day, a band called Journey. And I would say the first riff I learned to play on the guitar was a little Don't Stop Believin', so we'll give it a shot.
What is the first guitar riff you ever learned?
Oh my God,
Can you play it
dude,
for
oh
me?
my God, it was, how long ago was that? I started playing guitar, I'm not gonna try and do the math, but I do wanna know. So I'm gonna whip out my phone real quick. 23 years ago. I legitimately don't know what I don't know.
You don't know?
It was 23 years ago, dude.
First, but like something around that.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, fucking. That was like one that I was very hype about learning when I was 11 or whatever it was. Was that 2001? 4 years before Kaylin was born.
So the first thing I tried to learn is actually the riff that got me into playing guitar. I did come from the new metal stuff, very cool, kind of heavy riffs, but the one that made me want to pick up a guitar was Battery by Metallica. It's the coolest thing I've ever heard, and I wish I could say that I picked up a guitar, it was the first riff I've ever learned, and it sounded really great. It sounded more like something like that, probably. But that's the riff that really got me excited, and it was just the coolest thing I've ever heard. I remember always paying attention to the singer and the lyrics when I started listening to metal, but this is the first time I really heard it. That's the first time I really just heard the guitar as the centerpiece and as the backbone of the whole song, and I just needed to learn it. And it took a while, but eventually I got it with the downstrokes, the gallops and intervals and all of that. Still one of my favorites.
That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what your first guitar riff ever was. Are you like me? Do you remember your first riff inspiring you to play guitar, or was it something you learned in passing? I want to know. And again, a massive thank you to Sweetwater for sponsoring this video. There's going to be a link to their website in the description and the pinned comment below, as well as Maple Rock Resorts for letting us stay at this awesome mansion and making all this sick content this week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.